Stop. You think you understand women. You think you know when she wants you. No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be second guessing her texts, you wouldn't be confused by her mixed signals, and you definitely wouldn't be asking yourself, is she into me or am I just imagining it? Let me tell you something most men never realize. When a woman truly desires you, she doesn't say it. She shows it in ways so subtle, so precise, that only a man who's paying attention can see it. And tonight you're about to see what you've been missing. Not fantasies, not guesses, real signs, the kind that separate the men who wonder from the men who know. So pay attention, because once you see this, listen. If you miss everything else, don't miss this, because the eyes are where the truth leaks out first. A woman can control her words, she can fake a smile, she can act uninterested, distracted, even cold, but her eyes, they betray what she actually feels. When a woman is asterisk, truly drawn to you asterisk, her eye contact isn't random. It's asterisk asterisk, intentional asterisk asterisk. Most people look at you to communicate. She looks at you to asterisk asterisk, connect asterisk asterisk. There's a difference. You'll notice she doesn't just glance and move on. She asterisk asterisk holds asterisk asterisk it just a second longer than normal, and that extra second, that's where the tension lives. It's like she's silently asking, do you feel this too? And here's what most men don't understand, it's not just about asterisk, how long asterisk she looks, it's about asterisk, how asterisk she looks. When there's desire behind it, her eyes soften, not weak, not shy, but asterisk asterisk, open asterisk asterisk. Her pupils may subtly dilate. Her blinking slows down. Her focus locks in. Not scanning the room, not distracted by her phone, but centered on asterisk, you asterisk. And sometimes she'll break eye contact first. Not because she's uninterested, but because the moment got a little too intense. That's a powerful sign, because when eye contact becomes asterisk too real asterisk, it creates a kind of silent pressure, and she feels it just as much as you do. Now pay attention to this, because this is where it gets deeper. She'll look at you, then look away, then come back again. That double look isn't accidental. It's curiosity mixed with attraction. It's her mind saying, I shouldn't, but I want to. And if she's bold, she'll hold your gaze and give you a slight smile, not a friendly one, but a knowing one, the kind that doesn't need words. Also notice asterisk when asterisk she looks at you. If you're in a group and she keeps checking in on you, if her eyes search for you when something funny happens, if you catch her looking even when you weren't supposed to notice, that's not coincidence, that's attention, focused attention, and attention is where attraction begins, because the truth is simple, people don't look at what they don't care about. So if her eyes keep finding you, holding you, returning to you, then understand this. She's already locked in on you before she's ever said a single word. All right, now listen carefully, because this is where things stop being friendly and start becoming asterisk asterisk, intentional asterisk asterisk. Touch is never random. A woman knows exactly what she's doing when she crosses that line, especially first. See, in normal interactions, people respect space. There's an invisible boundary, and most stay on their side of it. So when she's the one stepping into yours, when she's the one initiating contact, even in the smallest way that's not casual, that's a signal. It might start so subtle you almost miss it. A light tap on your arm when she laughs. Her fingers brushing yours for just a moment longer than necessary, fixing something on your shirt that didn't really need fixing. And if you're not paying attention, you'll write it off as nothing. But it's never nothing. Because here's the truth. Touch is escalation. And women don't escalate physically unless there's already something building inside them. Pay attention to the asterisk frequency asterisk. If it happens once, maybe you can call it accidental. Twice, maybe playful. But when it keeps happening, when she keeps finding small excuses to make contact, that's a pattern. And patterns reveal intention. Also notice how comfortable she is doing it. If she touches you without hesitation, without that awkward pause, without pulling back quickly like she made a mistake, that means she's already decided you're someone she's okay being physically close to. That's a big shift, because physical comfort doesn't come first. It comes asterisk after asterisk attraction has already started growing. And then there's the quality of the touch. Is it quick and dismissive, or does it asterisk linger asterisk? That extra second, that slight delay before she pulls away, that's where the truth is. Because a lingering touch isn't just contact, it's communication. It says without words, I'm comfortable here with you. Now watch how she reacts asterisk after asterisk. She touches you. Does she look at you immediately? Does she smile, almost like she's checking your reaction? Does her energy shift right after? That's awareness. She knows what she just did, and she wants to see if you felt it too. Sometimes she'll even increase the intensity slowly. It starts with your arm, then maybe your shoulder, then she stands a little closer than before. It's not random progression. It's testing boundaries. Not to push you away, but to see how far she can come closer. And if you don't react, if you stay passive, unaware, or hesitant, she notices that too. Because touch for her is a language, and every time she initiates it, she's saying something without speaking. I'm opening the door. The real question is, are you aware enough to notice when it opens, or are you the guy still standing there, pretending it's closed? When a woman is around you and she feels nothing, she stays the same. Same tone, same body language, same energy she gives everyone else. But when she's asterisk drawn asterisk to you, when something inside her is activated, she changes. And not in a loud, obvious way, in a subtle, almost unconscious shift that most men completely overlook. Her energy becomes different. You'll hear it first in her voice. It softens, or sometimes it becomes more playful. She might speak a little slower, stretch her words, or even drop her tone slightly. It's not something she plans, it just happens. Because when attraction is there, the body naturally tries to create a deeper connection, and her voice becomes a tool for that. Then watch her body. Even if she's talking to someone else, her body will start to angle toward you. Feet pointing in your direction, shoulders slightly turned, her attention, even when divided, still leaning your way. It's like her body is saying, this is where I'd rather be. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Her reactions to you become stronger than they should be. You say something simple. She laughs a little more than expected. You tease her. She reacts with a mix of surprise and excitement. You look at her, and suddenly she becomes a little more aware of herself. That's not overreaction. That's emotional stimulation. Because when a woman feels that kind of pull, your presence starts affecting her more than it logically should. And she can't fully control it. Sometimes she'll become slightly nervous, not uncomfortable, but aware. She might adjust her hair more often, fix her clothes, shift her posture. That's not insecurity. That's self-awareness kicking in because you matter in that moment. And other times she goes the opposite way. She becomes more confident, more bold, more expressive. Talking more, smiling more, holding your attention longer than necessary. It's like she's stepping into a version of herself that only comes out when she feels that spark. And the key thing you need to understand is this: she doesn't act this way with everyone. If you pay attention, you'll notice the contrast. How she is with others versus how she is with you. With others, it's neutral, controlled, predictable. With you, there's fluctuation, there's tension, there's life, because attraction creates movement. It disrupts her normal state. And that disruption, that shift in energy, is one of the clearest signs you'll ever get. The problem is most men look for words. They wait for something to be said, but attraction doesn't start with words, it starts with energy. And if you're paying attention, you won't need her to explain it. You'll feel it the moment she steps into your presence and becomes someone slightly different than she was before. You think it just happened, that you both randomly ended up alone together, that the conversation just naturally moved away from the group, that somehow, out of everyone there, it's just you and her now. No, that wasn't luck, that was a decision, because when a woman feels something building, she doesn't let it stay in public where it's safe, controlled, and watched. She looks for space, not obvious, not forced, but subtle opportunities to shift the environment. Maybe she asks you to come help her with something small. Maybe she suggests stepping outside for fresh air. Maybe she drifts away from the group and somehow expects you to follow. And if you're paying attention, you'll realize she didn't invite everyone. She invited you. That's not random. Because attraction grows in privacy. In a group, she has to maintain an image. She's aware of eyes, opinions, judgment. But when she creates a moment where it's just you and her, she's removing those limits. She's giving the situation room to breathe. Now watch how she behaves once that space is created. Does she stay, or does she quickly find a reason to go back? Because if she lingers, if she slows things down instead of rushing away, that tells you everything. She wants that moment. She wants the conversation to stretch a little longer, the silence to feel a little deeper, the distance between you to feel a little smaller. And here's something most men completely miss. She doesn't always make it obvious. Sometimes she'll act like it's casual, like it doesn't matter, but if you look closely, she's not trying to leave. She's comfortable being there with you without distractions. That's rare, because people don't isolate themselves with someone they don't feel something for. Now take it a step further. If she repeatedly creates these moments, finding reasons to be alone with you again and again, that's no longer subtle. That's intention. She's not waiting for something to happen. She's setting the stage for it. And the truth is, being alone changes everything. The energy shifts. The tension becomes more noticeable. The conversation becomes less filtered, more real. It's no longer about social interaction. It becomes personal. And that's exactly why she created that moment in the first place. Not to talk more, but to feel more. So if you find yourself alone with her more than once without clear explanation, without effort on your side, don't ignore it. Because she didn't end up there by accident. She brought you there without ever having to say it out loud. Now this is where things stop being subtle and start becoming charged, because when a woman begins to mix playfulness with tension, she's no longer just enjoying your presence, she's feeling it. And instead of saying it directly, she wraps it in teasing, not random jokes, not friendly humor. There's a certain edge to it. She might challenge you, make slightly bold comments, say things that feel like they mean more than what's on the surface. And the moment she says them, she looks at you, not for approval, but for reaction. That's the test. Because teasing at this level isn't about humor, it's about creating tension without admitting it. She wants to see how you handle it. Do you freeze? Do you get awkward? Or do you meet her energy? And here's where it gets deeper. Her teasing often carries double meaning. She might say something that sounds innocent, but the tone, the timing, the way she delivers it, makes it feel different. Like there's something underneath, something unspoken, and you'll feel it, not logically, but instinctively. A slight pause after her words, a look that lingers just a bit too long, a smirk that says, "You know what I meant." That's not accidental. That's controlled expression. Because she's revealing just enough to create a spark, but not enough to fully expose herself. It's a safe way to push the boundary without crossing it completely, and if she's really into you, she'll keep doing it. She'll find new ways to play with that line. Teasing your confidence, making you slightly uncomfortable in a good way, pulling you into a backhand, forth that feels more intense than a normal conversation. And you'll notice something: the conversation starts to feel different. Heavier, slower, more focused. Like every word has a little more weight behind it. That's tension building, and she's not trying to remove it, she's feeding it. Because attraction isn't just about comfort, it's about that push and pull, that uncertainty mixed with curiosity, that feeling of something is happening here, but no one is saying it. And teasing is her way of keeping that feeling alive. Now pay attention to this part. If she teases you, and then waits for your response, your comeback, your energy, that's investment. She's not just talking, she's engaging. She wants that back. And fourth, that rhythm, that tension to grow between you. Because at that point, she's not just interacting with you, she's playing with the connection . And when a woman starts doing that, you're no longer just someone she talks to. You're someone she feels . This is where things get serious, because now it's no longer just signals, it's investment . Up until this point, everything could still be dismissed as playful, accidental, or situational. But when a woman starts investing in you with both her attention, and her presence, that's when it becomes real. Because attention is easy to fake for a moment, but sustained effort, consistent closeness, that takes intention. Watch how she gives you her time. Not leftover time, not when she's bored, but chosen time. She stays in conversations longer than she needs to. She doesn't rush to leave, even when there's an easy exit. She keeps things going, even when there's a natural pause. That's not convenience, that's priority. And then look at how she positions herself around you. She doesn't just sit near you, she subtly closes the distance. Leaning in when she talks, tilting her body toward you, reducing the space between you without making it obvious. It's like she's slowly removing the barrier inch by inch, and the closer she gets, the more comfortable she becomes staying there. That comfort is everything, because physical closeness without hesitation means she's already accepted your presence in her personal space, and more importantly, she wants you there. Now here's something deeper most men don't catch. She becomes present with you, not distracted, not half engaged, not constantly checking her phone or scanning the room. When you speak, she listens. When you pause, she stays. When there's silence, she doesn't rush to fill it or escape it. She sits in it with you. That kind of presence is rare. Because people don't fully invest their attention in someone unless they're genuinely drawn in. And then there's her body language during these moments. It becomes more open, less guarded, arms uncrossed, posture relaxed, movements slower, more deliberate. She's not just there physically, she's settled . And when a woman settles into your presence like that, it means she feels something strong enough to stop holding back. Now pay attention to how she responds to opportunities to leave. If she has a reason to go but delays it, if she says "I should probably go" but doesn't move, that's not confusion. That's conflict. Part of her knows she should leave, but another part of her doesn't want to. And the fact that she stays even for a little longer tells you which side is winning. Because when there's no attraction, people exit easily, but when there's something building, they linger. They stretch moments, they hold on to time, and that's exactly what she's doing with you. She's giving more than necessary, staying longer than expected, moving closer than usual, not because she has to, but because she wants to . And when a woman reaches that point, she's no longer just interested in the interaction, she's invested in you . This is the point where everything shifts. No more confusion, no more mixed signals, no more maybe she does, maybe she doesn't, because now she stops hiding it. Up until here, she was controlling it, keeping it subtle, testing, observing, feeling things out without fully exposing herself. But when a woman reaches this stage, that control starts to slip, not completely, but enough for you to see it clearly Her eyes change first. They get heavier, more focused, less playful, and more intentional. She doesn't just look at you anymore. She holds you there. Longer than before, deeper than before, and there's less hesitation when your eyes meet. Before, she might have looked away quickly. Now, she stays. Like she's no longer trying to hide what's behind it. Then there's the silence. It starts to feel different. Not awkward, not empty, but charged. Like something is sitting in the space between you waiting. She doesn't rush to break it. She doesn't distract herself. She lets it exist. Because at this point, she's aware of what's happening, and she's not running from it anymore. And you'll notice something else. She becomes more direct without actually saying it. Her tone slows down. Her words become more selective. Her attention becomes locked in asterisk. It's like everything around you both fades out, and the focus narrows to just the two of you. That intensity, that's not casual. That's desire becoming visible Now here's where it becomes undeniable. She stops pulling back. Earlier, she might have tested things, taken a step forward, then a step back, but now that back step disappears. If there's closeness, she stays in it. If there's eye contact, she holds it. If there's tension, she allows it to build. She's no longer protecting herself from the moment. She's the moment, and that's a powerful shift. Because once a woman stops resisting what she feels, her actions become aligned with it. There's less confusion, less mixed energy, less guessing for you. Everything becomes clear, not loud, not verbal, but clear. And the truth is, when it reaches this stage, you don't need signs anymore. You don't need to analyze. Because you can feel it in the way she looks at you, in the way she stays, in the way she no longer pretends it's just nothing. At that point, it's not about whether she wants you. It's about whether you're aware enough to recognize it, or you're still stuck looking for proof that's already right in front of you.